Hey, welcome to Scandal. Actually, welcome to Men on Scandal. This is our recap of every episode of Scandal. This week's episode is called The Candidate. In Washington, D.C. is Troy Johnson. In New York City is Mark Clark. We only have the audio for Mark today because the video hamster died in the wheels, so we didn't have a chance to get another one. I'm Tony Scott in Dallas. So this one kind of starts off with Cyrus reflecting, and he dreams of telling Fitz he has to go. And we'll find out more about that. But, you know, Cyrus has been making his exit strategy for a while. I think even when Fitz hired him back, he was already working on leaving again.
Yeah. Well, he's not wanted.
No.
You're not wanted anymore. You're not we're last week talking about work wives and all that stuff. He already knows that his influence over Fitz he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
He's just there.
Olivia is going over a draft of Mellie's book and tells her to cut chapter 2. That's the one where Fitz got shot. I forgot he got shot. Yeah, he got shot. Yeah. And Olivia wants Mellie to write about why she stayed with Fitz when you found out he had a mistress. And Mellie didn't seem to care when Fitz was screwing another woman. And, you know, Mellie's like, well, what is it? Why are we asking me this? And Olivia's like, you asked for Olivia Pope, you got Olivia Pope.
Oh, we're going there?
Yeah.
You want to take it there, huh? Damn, a book. Talk about this now? Okay.
It's weird because you did help for Olivia Pope's, you did ask for her help, but it's obviously a sensitive topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see this. I think you guys mentioned this last time when you kind of like were freaking out because they were kind of like getting close. I think it was you, Tony. He was kind of like you were questioning, could they really get close having the history that they have?
Yeah.
But
I mean, how believable is that you know your husband's mistress is going to help you write a book?
But she's the best in the game, Tony.
But I mean, you know what? Sometimes you have to go somewhere else, even though that's the best in the game. You got to go somewhere else.
No, Tony, no. In D.C., you go to Olivia Pope. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, well. So Liz,
by the way, guys. Side note: I saw Olivia Pope, the character who's based on, at TJ Maxx. By the way,
is that right?
Yeah, just the other day.
You know, she follows me on Twitter.
See, there you go, Tony.
Yeah, she's followed for a while, man.
She knows where to get a bargain.
That's right. Yes. That's right. Now, people would be shocked that Olivia Pope wears discount bras, but that's okay. That's a business. That's your business, girl. Ain't nobody got to know.
But suddenly they know now.
Yes. Liz tells
that's just a joke. That's just a joke. She did not get discount bra. She got discount luggage.
Liz tells the Vice President Susan Ross that 93% of the American people think that Susan Ross is a viable presidential candidate, but she has no interest in being the president. Mm-hmm. She has no interest in even going down that road.
Now, 93%, even if you're not thinking about it, that's a pretty damn impressive number.
That is an impressive number.
And for kind of a nerd like her, it's surprising that she didn't have a more powerful reaction. You know?
She didn't even know there was a poll taken.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, she's out of the loop. She feels like she is in this box and, you know, we'll get into that later, actually, I guess.
Well, that's true.
Well, you know, she got ugly girl syndrome, man.
I think she's got low self-esteem syndrome.
The ugly duckling syndrome, man. Yeah. You never thought you could be a swan. Mm-hmm. Because you were black and weighed 250.
Abby wants Fitz to do an interview with Lillian Forrester. Now, Cyrus is pleading his case that they should not do this, but in the end, Fitz says set it up.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, set it up is going to be a key phrase, I think, in this in this thing involving Lillian Forrester, man.
Yeah.
Mellie says it's inappropriate to write about why she stayed. Olivia says it's what everyone wants to know. Mellie says they don't get to know that. Olivia tells Mellie, you don't know why you stayed. And then Mellie asks Olivia, do you know why you left? What? Hello? Is this working?
Yes.
Olivia says,
I got a pair of shoes for you to put on.
Olivia says she doesn't need to answer that question because she's not writing a book or running for president. but the witness will have to answer the question.
Actually, Mellie's first answer was the steak frites.
Abby and Cyrus meet with Lillian
Fancy.
Forster to go over the ground rules for her interview with Fitz. It's an off-the-record conversation. Fitz comes in and meets Lillian, and she's looking at him like, "Oh yeah, I got this." Did you notice the way she was looking at him?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I was kind of like, for Fitz's taste, she was not really she really wasn't his type. You know,
What's
Tony.
his-
you got
what's his
Mellie.
type?
Mellie's the curvy Texas strong back,
Yes.
and then Olivia's the sexy, the
Chocolate vixen.
the chocolate, right? This young lady didn't really fit in either category, man.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I guess you're right.
She had kind of a strong Charlton Heston face.
So now
Wow.
he's dating Ben-Hur.
She was a good-looking woman. I
Yeah,
think
she was. She just his face a little strong though. This is
strong
strong
face. Damn.
Well,
All right.
oh man. Mellie tells Olivia that what got her through the affair that Olivia had with Fitz was Mellie telling herself that it was just a phase. Mellie doesn't feel like she has to explain to Olivia, of all people. That's the problem. We got into it just a minute ago. When your husband's ex-mistress is also your editor,
Yes.
Right. Yes.
that circle is too close.
Yeah. There's a lot. You're exchanging not only sexual fluids but also intimate details of the situation. It's a little too much.
Yeah.
And you know what? It wasn't. Now, if this were actually going to happen, and people are trying to look to, okay, look, we've got to work together on this to get to the next phase. That kind of was intimated in terms of Olivia feeling like, I could work with her. She's got something there and could be the next president. This could be my power horse to ride.
Right.
All of that sounds great, but none of this was preceded with the conversation that said, we're going to get into some things that are, that are going to be rough.
Right.
They didn't do that.
And Troy, it seems like it's a pattern where Olivia, if you notice, she rarely leads like that, though she could. You know what I mean?
Right, yes.
She always kind of comes on the back end with that
Yes.
as opposed to leading with it, which
Right.
seems like it would be more effective in a lot of cases.
Absolutely.
Well, they've never shared notes of Fitz's lovemaking skills. And that's about the only thing they've never talked about, because they've talked about everything else.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow. Although you think like Olivia would slip one in every once in a while, like groceries.
Well, maybe he didn't go to the market.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I'm thinking he went to 2 different stores with them. He bought a month's worth of groceries with Olivia. With Mellie, he stopped through,
He got it to go.
yeah.
He went to 7-Eleven and got the 3
He
for
went
deal.
to the dollar menu.
He got the big bite deal at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
You want
Liz tells
you want
David
the
that
spicy sausage or you want the quarter-pound dog?
Get the quarter pound. I got something spicy in my shopping bag.
Liz tells David he needs to get Susan Ross to run for president if he still wants to hook up. David goes to see Susan. He asks her on a date. He names a couple of spots she's already been to. They settle on the Gettysburg.
Finally, the Gettysburg franchise was shown.
Yes. We didn't
We've
see
been hearing
that.
about these damn freedom fries forever. Now we see what the store looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cyrus pitches Fitz on doing something with the time Fitz has left. He talked about what Reagan did in his last year and what Clinton did in his last year. Let's do that. Let's not leave with our guns in the holster. Let's leave with no more bullets.
Win one for the Gipper.
Yeah.
Man, he's the Ray Lewis of this show.
That's it.
Yes.
And Fitz is like, "You done?"
Yeah. I
Damn.
don't think so.
That was cold.
Olivia's back at her apartment, knock at the door.
Tony, but let me interrupt, man.
Yep.
Did you guys miss the Harriet Tubman mocha shake? Continue, Tony. Sorry, I had to get that in.
All right. Olivia is back at her apartment. There's a knock at the door. It's Jake. She lets him in. She walks to the bedroom after leaving the robe in the hallway. The booty call is on.
Damn. Silent booty call.
And it's so funny because she left the robe in the hallway. He left his jacket and shirt in the hallway as he followed her into the bedroom. But then when the camera pulled back, there were no clothes in the hallway.
And what they closed the door for? Wasting time.
Hey man, Shonda's busy, man. She got a lot of shows.
Man.
You know, you Troy, you mentioned that Mellie and Olivia don't talk about the president's love-making skills, but Jake is putting it down because, you know, if you've ever been in that relationship when you don't even like the person that much, you don't even talk, you don't kiss, you just go at it.
Man.
That you know, women keep you around if you know what I'm saying?
I've never had that, man.
It's okay, Tony. You know, certain things in life. Hey, man, I never dunked a basketball, so you know what I'm saying? There's certain things, you know, in life that just doesn't, you know.
Olivia tells Jake this won't happen again, and Jake says, "Yeah, it's gonna happen again."
Damn, Jake!
And she took it. She just sat there, laid there quietly, because she knew he was right.
Confirmation again.
Yeah.
Because it could have happened right then.
Man.
The way he was talking.
Yeah. And you know, guys, this is a sidelight into psychology for women and everything else. What's interesting is Jake's abilities probably she has no doubt about, right?
Right.
But it's interesting when you're talking about love and a woman, I think sex isn't the only thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not the only thing, but it's a big player though.
Yeah.
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 I just wanted to share that. Sorry.
I appreciate that, man.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
Mellie is at a bar alone, and Cyrus shows up, and she tells Cyrus, I hadn't been in a bar in 20-something years. I ain't paid for my own drink in 20-something years. And they start talking. Mellie says, we made him. And that really pissed off Cyrus.
We made him.
What, you French or something? We. I thought he was going to say, we my ass.
And Mellie, see, the funny, you know, he's a little self-righteous about that because, you know, Mellie took one for the team from Pops. So, I mean, you can bump your gums all you want to, Cyrus.
Yep.
But you didn't have to lay down with no old, funky-smelling man and have the child.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smell like liniment.
But then again, she couldn't say that because Cyrus would have been like, I have laid down with some old, funky-smelling men. And I took the children, too. No, I did. I really did.
Oh, so Mellie goes back to Mellie makes her first trip to Olivia's apartment. This is the first time ever. The little love shack, as she calls it. Mm-hmm. And she does bring some hooch. She brings 2 jars of hooch.
Damn. She had a big purse.
Yeah, she did have a big purse. She tells Olivia that she stayed with Fitz during Olivia's affair with Fitz because the whole thing was working. It was working out for everybody involved. You were getting what you wanted. Fitz was getting what he wanted. I was getting something.
Yeah,
freedom.
She had freedom.
Yeah.
She also didn't admit to her little dalliance.
No, she did with the VP. Remember the VP that Huck destroyed?
Yes, right. He's in a facility in Bethesda as we speak.
Is that right?
That may not even be true. He might be in a Ziploc bag.
Oh yeah.
Zip. Put him on the shelf.
Olivia tells Mellie, you can never write that anywhere. You can never say that out loud. You can never write that anywhere that you stayed because it worked. Because that ain't what the American people want to hear, especially from somebody who's trying to become the president.
Yeah.
You know? Mellie offers Olivia some of the hooch. Olivia takes that hooch is like truth serum, man.
Must be.
I mean, all these years she can still get in the backwoods and find some damn hooch. What the hell is going on?
She's got connections.
Got to connect.
Yep. Susan and David are in a booth at Gettysburg talking, and David slides the running for president thing into the conversation. She says, I can't run. She goes, Mellie will crush me like a bug. And then
that's what I'm here for.
Yep. And David reaches over and kisses her and tells her, don't ever call yourself a bug. I mean, they were kissed. I bet those union rings were humming. they were humming.
Yes.
Oh,
now, what you don't want the Confederate fries. They're bitter.
They'll turn on you.
They're bitter and salty.
Never a winner, I should say. Never a winner.
Yes.
Olivia tells Mellie that she was mean. Mellie says, you were my husband's mistress. Hello?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Nothing to say after that.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. And all Mellie says, you were a good mistress. Well, I thought they were going to start making out.
Yeah, I was hoping. I was like, man, this is going to break new ground.
They were too drunk.
Yeah.
You taste just like you used to. Olivia.
Fitz was right. What?
Gamey.
So Mellie says you were a good mistress, and Olivia says, well, I'm an overachiever. Once I put my mind to something, I commit. And then they just start laughing because that's stupid. That's just stupid. See, dudes can't have that conversation.
No.
You know, if Mark had an affair with my wife, there's no way that Mark and I could sit in a room together and just chop it up like that.
No, that's right, Tony.
That's why he won't bring his ass to Dallas.
Haven't seen Tony in 30 years.
Olivia was happy that Mellie was around during the affair because Olivia says, that gave me an out. I always had an out because he was still married to you. Mm-hmm. That was honest.
That is honest.
That was pretty honest. Olivia tells Mellie all this stuff, right? You need to write that you stayed because you were scared. You were scared to leave. You didn't think you had it in you to even do the filibuster that will go down in history as one of the great filibusters of all time. And you didn't think you had that in you, but you had it in you. It just took a little while for it to come out. Write all this in the book, and then you're going to be good. So basically, she was telling her you stayed because you were scared because you felt like you needed a man. A piece of a man was better than no man at all. That's basically what she told her, right?
And all the other stereotypical phrases that we say as women. Right. So get your ass over on the computer and type it up now.
Because you already know what to say.
She was like, huh? Okay. Damn.
Cyrus wakes Fitz up to tell him that his cousin died and he has to go.
I love the fact that Cyrus woke up the president and the president wasn't even fazed.
Yeah.
Hey, President, huh? Hey, what's up, man? Huh? What? There was no shock or what are you doing here or whatever.
Well, apparently that's a fairly common thing, I think, for the chief of staff to wake the president.
And President sleeps commando. Is that also normal?
I don't know. He didn't have on a shirt, but I mean, come on.
What's going on, Cyrus? Hello, I'm butt naked under these sheets.
Hey, it's my house. Coming in my room, you don't know.
Hey man, President, looks like the missile's about to go off, brother. Sorry, Cyrus. Rapid eye movement. Sorry. REM sleep happens.
Where are the launch codes?
They're on these nuts. So Lillian Forrester starts her interview with Fitz, and they don't get past the first question when she stops and she plays her hand. She goes for it, man. She tells him she has a crush on him, and he's been alone for a while. Because the last week's first episode of the second half of the season picks up 6 months later.
Yeah.
So he hasn't had anybody.
Right on time.
So he says, let's ditch the interview and go have dinner. And she's like, okay.
Simmer down, President. Damn.
Man.
Our president is the most vulnerable president ever, man. Damn. He's like Bill Clinton. It was a compliment. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I can't focus. I have a big crush on you. Hey, let's go to dinner. Oh, come on, man. Maybe the president of the United States, everybody got a crush on you.
Liz comes to tell David that Vice President Ross has apparently filed to run for president. So whatever David told her, well, once he kissed her, if he'd have said, walk outside and step in front of a bus, I think she would have done it.
Yes.
Because she clearly is in love with David.
David's not in love with her, though.
No.
Talk about strong face. Elizabeth.
We know David's in love with the cocoa.
Man, Tony loves Mellie. I like Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Elizabeth there's something about her.
Right,
She's.
Ladies, don't worry. This is just Troy's fantasy. His real type is much, much darker. Troy, for those who listen and don't know Troy, don't be fooled. You will not see Troy with that on the streets. No.
Wow.
That model. Troy did not disagree either. He's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe right there. Yeah.
Awkward. Marcus breaks through with Huck in their relationship, and he tells Huck that you should go see your son Javi because Huck has manipulated the traffic cams so he can watch Javi play soccer.
Damn satellite that should be watching North Korea.
Right.
Zoomed in on a soccer match.
Man, that's a great camera, whatever he's using.
Yeah, Javi's like the Pele of his generation.
Yes,
Man.
he is.
Yeah.
And his daddy was nowhere in sight.
Nope.
Like a young Mark Clark.
Here we go.
Without any skills in sports.
Oh, man. Olivia tells Mellie that the book now is really good. And she says you should release it sooner than later. And Mellie says, well, the publisher says it's going to take us, some time to get it in a bookstore. And Olivia says, we don't need a bookstore. And so they start leaking excerpts, and it's all around the Beltway, man. Everybody's got a copy from Sally to all the regular news people. They're all reading excerpts from it. And that's exactly what Olivia was talking about. Abby tells Cyrus the president is going on a date, and Cyrus isn't even interested in that because he done found him a new candidate.
Ah, yes.
The Latino governor from Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a Democrat?
I don't know.
Because he was, talking about,
free school.
Free school, man. What?
Yeah, he must have been a Democrat.
Cyrus ain't worried about what party.
No, I don't think so.
Cyrus don't care about that.
No, he doesn't care about that at all. So apparently that's going to be his next project. It's going to be the government of Pennsylvania and making him the next president.
Yes,
Did you notice, though, that like when the governor was talking to the audience, and when they would boo him, and then when he kind of turned them around, they were applauding him, that the applause and the booing was more people applauding and booing that were actually in the room?
There was a lot, yeah, man.
Did you notice that?
That was just a perspective, Tony, because Cyrus was caught up in this man's power to work the room. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. I just thought they picked the wrong sound effect to play. They should have went for the smaller crowd sound effect as opposed to the stadium sound effect, man.
They couldn't get any. They were going to do that, Tony, but they couldn't get any audio from Jeb Bush's campaign.
Damn.
Sorry.
Jeb skewered again.
Man.
I like the redneck. I didn't go to college. My son down there to go to college.
Right.
Sir, please have a seat, sir.
And see this.
Hey, what is this? The South Carolina primary?
Right.
This is ripped straight from the headlines, right? Because this guy is going to be Cyrus's Marco Rubio.
Yeah, he's a better, well-spoken Marco Rubio. Who's more appealing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the governor. Marco's a senator. Marco's Cuban. This guy's Mexican.
Yeah.
They're both going to be running for the White House. I mean, it's just the same thing, and it's also either a ripoff or an homage, depending on what you look at it, to the West Wing that was on some years ago when Jimmy Smith, toward the end of the series, was running and won as the first Latino president.
That's true.
It was the same thing, man.
In here.
Tony, why didn't you say Ted?
Ladies in there.
Who?
Why didn't you say? Why didn't you say Ted?
Yes, that's why.
That's right. Well, no. I didn't even think about that, to be honest, man. I don't,
Tony, like most Latinos, does not consider Ted Cruz to be a part of the crew. He's like, who? Ted who?
Ted who?
We don't even know his name. Ted Cruz, you know, man, we're not voting for no damn Mr. Haney. You know,
oh wow.
The Latino.
Oh man.
The Latino people are proud people, Troy. They don't play that. Man, we know. No way, man. Not Mr. Haney. Mr. Douglas would be cool, but no. No Mr. Haney. Mr. Whipple even is cooler, but no.
Wow. You went deep in the crates, man. You went deep. You went past what TV Land will play these days, man. TV Land won't even touch that Green Acres reference, man.
That is funny.
Mr. Whipple is cool, but Arnold's cool. Arnold's cool, but no.
Oh man.
Oh boy. All right. So what did I miss?
Nothing. You didn't miss a thing.
Man.
Boy, oh boy. Tony, you did. I mean, I was talking about Elizabeth, but you didn't really go into the fact that she set up David. Because, you know, if you want some more of this, then you need to go set her up. Because I want her to be my project.
Right.
To run for president.
Yeah.
Elizabeth's tired of being, you know, in the vice president's office. She wants a taste of power too.
You know, she doesn't want to be the VP's chief of staff to be her legacy.
Right.
Right. So
right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Should have mentioned that. Yeah, it's basically the same thing because she kisses David as she's unbuttoning her blouse and says, "Let's go make a president," as in "Let's go make a baby."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because, you know, sadly, as men, are we intrigued by that whole line of craziness he's talking about? You know what I mean? Or is it a turnoff?
What line of craziness?
You know, like the fact that like he kissed the other girl, he kissed the vice president, now he's turning around kissing her, and you know, you're like
he did it because he wants to be with Elizabeth.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, so in other words, she gave him the green light to do whatever he had to do, and then they come on home to mama afterwards. That's kind of that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it interesting, intriguing, or is it a turnoff? I don't know.
I wonder how far she expects him to go.
Well, I think she's get the job done. The J.O.B.
But you know when somebody tells you to do something, you overachieve or you just get the job done.
Yeah.
Ta-da! I did it. Hey, wait a minute! I didn't mean that.
I didn't say do that.
Well.
You did that. I didn't say do that. But you told me to. Oh well.
Oh well. Too late now.
Too late. I did it.
Oh man! All right, so that's the Men on Scandal episode entitled "The Candidate." So you can leave comments, you can share the video, you can watch some. If you missed some episodes, we'll have a link for you there too to check that out. Give it a thumbs up.
Several
subscribe
years
to the
of
channel.
episodes for you to watch.
Say it again.
Several years of episodes to watch. Go back.
Yes. We have all that for you. You can also support the channel if you'd like to. For as little as 99 cents a month by becoming a patron of ours on patreon.com. All those links will be in the description down below. What's the dog's name, Mark?
That's Brownie. Brownie. Babe, don't worry about that. I'll do the dishes. Babe's sick.
Oh, what's wrong?
Babe, put the dishes down. I'll do them.
What's wrong?
She's sick and doing the dishes. We had a cold. Give the dishes a cold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Now we all gonna have the flu because the babe sneezed on a dish.
Brownie is objecting too.
Yeah. Arf. Go take a nap. Arf.
See, I feel bad because if I'd have been Mark, I'd have been put him in the dishwasher.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm not gonna wash dishes. Get out of here.
Tony, now that you're living this different life, so you do wash dishes, don't you?
Not really. I mean, not
that one dish you use, sadly, that cereal dish Tony used for tuna and a cereal. I think I'm gonna have a can of tuna. I think I'm gonna have a can of cereal.
You know what? I have not eaten tuna in 40 years, man.
Damn, Tony.
Now, is this a code, or you mean you really haven't?
You don't like it, I guess.
No, I just don't like. I mean, when I was a little kid, my mom used to give me tuna all the time for lunch.
Oh, okay.
So
Damn.
I just don't want it anymore.
That's hard for lunch, man. Like just straight tuna or tuna casserole? What?
No, just straight tuna and some bread.
Damn.
Oh,
No
Yeah,
mayo on that? A little relish?
No relish. I think there was some mayo in there, man. But,
Damn.
It's kind of rough. That tuna
That's
for
a big-
lunch is rough.
Yeah.
You weren't, kissing the girls and making them cry back then.
we couldn't afford relish back then, man. So,
Damn.
you know.
So Tony,
Mom
so
would
that
chop
means
up
Tony,
chips.
no, as an adult, no, going out to a nice restaurant, no grilled tuna steak, nothing like that.
I've never had a tuna steak. No,
Wow, Tony, you missed out.
man.
Tony is not as cosmopolitan as he sounds.
I thought he'd,
Thanks, Mark.
I thought he'd appreciate a tuna steak. I mean,
No, Tony will fool you with his look and his sound. You would think Tony went to the finest colleges across the country. Nope. Tony was raised in a woodshed in a automotive.
In a van down by the river.
and down by the river.
He just was articulate though. He was like,
Yes.
That boy got good English.
that boy's so smart. He sounded like he did a radio star. No, it's a gift.
No, man. I mean, I grew up in Texas, man. Meat and potatoes, man.
Meat and potatoes, nothing fancy.
Although he grew up in Galveston,
I grew up on an island, seafood.
on an island next to some water.
Right.
Well, you know what? I mean, I just didn't eat tuna. I didn't like tuna because, like I said, I had it when I was a kid. I didn't really care for it then. But, when you're at school, you got no money to buy lunch, and that's the only thing you're going to eat until you get home. You eat it.
Man.
So,
Yeah, man.
Tony just took it, man.
we
Tony
all
took it.
sacrificed, man. My father used to take a can of sardines with him and some crackers to lunch.
No.
That was his lunch, and a thermos full of coffee.
That's right, man. That was it, baby.
That was it, man.
Well, no,
Sacrifices had to be made, man.
Life
Man.
is hard, man. Take these sardines with you. Don't worry about the little bones in the ribs. Just eat them. They're soft. I don't know why they're soft. I don't know why the
Man.
bones in these little fish are soft. I don't know why. Just eat them.
Just eat it. That's that lunch that comes back.
Yeah.
You that burp. Damn, coffee and sardines?
Yeah.
Damn.
And Tony's dad was tough. No sugar, no
Damn.
cream, just
No.
straight black coffee.
Black coffee,
it.
sardines, damn, and some saltines.
Yep. Man.
Did your dad smoke too?
Yeah, but he quit when I was like a little boy. So.
Okay, all right.
But he did for a while. Yeah, he did smoke.
That just adds on to the rough taste. Coffee,
I'm telling you, man.
black coffee, sardines, a cracker, some cigarettes, chewing tobacco, and a cigar.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
So
That's a hard lunch.
and when you're eating that kind of food, you be a sissy if someone's like, "Hey man, you want a cookie?" It's like a cookie.
A little
freaking
Debbie
kidding
snack
me?
cake?
Man.
How about
Are
a
you-
little Debbie?
Are you kidding me, little Debbie? I just ate some gravel, some smoke, some black coffee, and fish. I don't want a cookie. Or little Debbie.
Oatmeal cream pie? Come on, they're delicious. Oh, man.
Tony's family believed the harder the lunch made you a better, stronger man.
Wrong.
Messed around and had some cake and chocolate milk. Are you kidding me?
We didn't have oatmeal. We had concrete. Cement in a bowl. Eat it fast.
Sticks to your ribs.
It turned you off from eating. You just, no. I'm fine. I don't want a meal.
You know what? I'll just get some grass clippings outside. I'm good.
See,
Couple
Tony,
of
I
leaves.
was right, being raised by a woman. See, I
There's
had
got to
the
be an
whole
old squirrel sitting out here somewhere. I can eat that. Jeez. Never mind. Give me a cup of dog food. Just something.
Some kennel ration, man.
Yeah, man. A couple of bowl of kibble.
Kibble.
Hey.
Oh,
And a ribeye bone.
That's it.
I'm good.
Oh well.
Man, well, Tony, have fun at Papados, my brother.
Well, that's the spot, man. So, in Washington D.C. is Troy Johnson, Mark Clark.
We're still doing the show. Sorry.
Mark. Y'all didn't let me finish, man. Mark Clark is in. Where are you again, man?
I'm in Bethesda, Maryland.
Oh, you're in Bethesda, Maryland. Okay, all right. And what are you drinking, man?
I just drank some straight turpentine in honor of your dad.
Was I on the rocks? Jeez.
Turpentine with a little bit of oil in it, just to hit the spot.
Was you shaken or stirred, man?
Wow.
I'm Tony Scott in Dallas, Texas. Thanks for watching Men on Scandal, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, hi, I'm Troy, by the way. All right.
I said you first.
Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, bye.